Hello and welcome back to Yeah the Girls, brought to you by Gatorade's new Fast Twitch energy drink. Girls, I'm joined as always with my girls, Claudia and Gigi. We've got a great show coming up today, guys. We'll talk a little bit about the Adelaide game, Sydney to come this weekend, back at home at GMHBA. We've got a great guest in. We've got Emma Kilpatrick joining us to chat a little bit about her debut last week and how she's felt coming into the Geelong Football Club, as well as a little game to keep you guys all entertained. But first of all, ladies, what hit your Twitch this week?
I started with a different one coming into it, but I've changed last minute because I could not go past. We obviously flew back in Sunday, got in very late, and usually post game I treat myself to a palmy. And so
Palmy
Monday,
or Palmer is the debate.
Palmy.
We're in Geelong, Becky.
Absolutely.
We're in Geelong.
And so Monday was an early dinner, went around to the local in Mount Dunedin. It's actually called the local, and had a palmy, and I haven't had a bad one.
Yum.
It just
Delicious.
hit.
Slaps.
Beautiful. Yep.
What's your sides? Just chips and salad?
Yeah. Yep. And then lemon lime bitters.
Absolutely
So
delicious.
beautiful.
Yummy,
What
yum.
hit your Twitch this week, Gunj?
Well, this week I had my birthday on Monday. So not so much the birthday, but the tradition that I have every year, which is getting an almond croissant on my birthday. I only allow myself one a year. And it was, I lie, I do. I was
going to say.
But no, I have been, that's the main thing I do on my birthday. So you got me almond croissant from Poco on Paco. If you want a good coffee and a good croissant, Poco, little Italian vibes too. So there's always little Italian music playing. You sit outside in the courtyard. It's great. So that hit my Twitch this week.
You can't go wrong with a pastry, can you, Dal?
No, never.
My
Becky
Twitch
Webb.
this week was getting my toes done.
Yes.
Oh my God, Petty. I love
You
the
didn't
little
drag
self-care.
Flinny along?
I didn't drag
Is that
Flinny along.
post-season we're dragging her along, aren't we?
Post-season we're dragging our coach along, Flinny, so that will be great. But just love a little bit of self-care, got a pedicure, feeling nice and fresh in the toes.
How good when you've had your pedicure, you are not ashamed to get your feet out at
Oh,
training anymore. It's so
100%.
much better.
100%. But
Don't know how it feels, girls. There's no one touching these feet. Absolutely not.
we do need to drag Gigi along.
Yeah.
She has not had a
Maybe
pedi or a mani ever, so
Well, let's do a defender's date.
Cute.
we love it. So that's what hit our Twitch this week, girls. But let's talk a little bit about travelling over to Adelaide and playing the Crows. Round 2, obviously, against, a really a top side Adelaide. They've always been up competing, grand finalists, etc. And, we're going into the game looking forward to playing these guys, especially considering we've never won against them. And we still haven't, but that's okay. We can chat a little bit about the game and how we sort of felt out there.
Yeah, look, I thought we had a really, really strong start, especially for the 3 quarters as well. And our first half, felt like we were playing such our brand of attacking footy. Our structures were set up so well behind the ball as well, and the game was just really flowing in our favour. We probably just didn't get enough score on the scoreboard that we wanted to make the Crows pay a bit for our ability to attack. For our attack on the footy for those first 3 quarters.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
Couldn't agree with you more, Gunj. We'll get to our YTG MVQ later. But you were massive, Becky, in kicking us off with our off-the-line attack, which is what we wanted to come into this game with really strong from the beginning. And it's not just about blazing away. It's hitting those kicks with real conviction, changing the angles, and you were an absolute flyer when it came to that. Wow, that doesn't even make sense. You got us off to a flyer. You can leave that in. You got us off to an absolute flyer there, Webby. So that was massive. And I think you're right, Gunj. And going into that, we've looked at it and we could feel it on the day that there was lapses in the fourth. They gained momentum. And if you do get caught watching the ball, getting sucked a bit higher than you need to, a team like Adelaide, they will punish you for it. And they did, and they converted as well.
100%. We definitely came in after North Melbourne being like, we can't concede going down the line and falling into the pressure of that. And I think we did a really good job of controlling the game for the most part of 3.5 quarters, as you said, Gunj. So the ability to sort of, take it off the line, use our numbers and get it inside 50 is a great positive for us coming out of that game. And, you know, as we said, like if we can convert on the scoreboard and have that pressure aside from physical pressure, you've got the scoreboard pressure, you've got the time, it just makes the game a little bit different, doesn't it? So
absolutely,
there's plenty to love out of the game and plenty to gain as well. I think it's important that, you know, we've played a couple of really tough teams at the start, but to experience something similar that happens in the fourth quarter, to understand like, all right, what can we get back to, you know, make sure that doesn't happen in the future is a great learning for us.
Yeah, I mean, Dad always says to me, you either win or you learn. And we certainly have. And it also has sparked some really great conversations as well. And none of it needs to be, you know, halfway through the season, or it doesn't need to be, oh my gosh, catastrophe. It's just healthy. It's part of our growth. It's part of conversations that we started in our pre-season around what we want to build on this year. So it's been a really healthy learning for us. And I think the feeling amongst players, the feedback from the coaches is, it's not just, oh, we need to improve on this and this. It's like, look at the opportunity, because there is so many positives that we are putting forward and we still have opportunity. And that's an exciting space to be in.
Yeah. And looking at, I know we spoke about we probably didn't get the score on the scoreboard that we wanted to and converted quite a few of those goals, but we did have some awesome goals on the weekend. Ash Maloney, I think she is a goal of the year contender. So that little kick over her head. I don't even know how she pulls them out, but she does
Typical Aisling Maloney type stuff, that is.
And Jack Parry as well kicked an awesome goal and almost could have had another as well. So there was some strong performances still in our forward line. I also wanted to shout out our mids. I thought they were great on the weekend, and they went to work this week on their contest work and pressure, and I thought they did that really well this week too.
100% girls. Well, we're super excited to be playing Sydney this week at GMHBA back at home, which is awesome. But we'll have a little quick break. We'll get our guest Emma on to talk about how she's felt in the last couple of games and debuting and being around the Geelong Football Club for the first time, and have a little bit of a convo with her. So we'll be back soon. Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. Start fast with zero sugar, over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes. Are you ready to hit the Twitch? Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast.
Okay, and we are back with our very own defender, Emma Kilpatrick. Welcome to the pod.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling, Del? Nice and crispy in the microphone?
Yeah, a bit nervous actually.
Oh, don't be. It's a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun today with you, and we're very excited to hear all about you, Killa. But let's talk a little bit about your debut. You debuted last week, but it was a really exciting time for you because it got announced on field at training, and there was a lot of emotion in it. We saw a lot of the pictures and we really felt that with you on the field there. Do you want to talk to the listeners about how that really felt finally getting announced?
Yeah, no, honestly, I was not expecting it at all. Kind of just came out of nowhere, like he was talking about talking to your line coaches, and then it kind of just came out of the blue, and I was just so shocked. Like 3 months ago I was in Adelaide, and now I'm playing my first AFLW game. It was, crazy, and I just started crying. So
it was very cute.
Yeah, it was a very, very wholesome moment, and we all felt that too for you. We were so excited when we also heard that you were debuting.
Well, also we're not surprised, Del. You put in such a great effort over the pre-season, and you know your ability to shut down players and run off the halfback is super inspiring, but you've put in so much work to be given that opportunity last week. Was awesome.
Yeah. It was actually, Becky and I were standing with you having a conversation where
early in the week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was early in the week, and we were both pushing towards like, you know, you might want to start chatting to your family, like just make sure they're aware that there's support there. If you're picked, you know, they can get down to the game. We had no doubt.
No, it was awesome. And now you've got a couple games under your belt. You played the North game, that was your debut, and then Adelaide on the weekend. You've also had a couple pracky games as well to get into it a bit. But do you want to tell us how you're feeling after now 2 games and what you've sort of learnt in those 2 games as well?
Yeah, no, after the Adelaide game I definitely felt a lot better. The first game was a bit of a blur to me. But no, it's definitely a lot faster. and the pressure's so like high, but I feel like I'm getting used to it, and like having you guys in the back line, like, no, it's very helpful, and like the communication between the lines, our line, is great, so it's really helping.
Awesome.
And yeah, making me feel comfortable.
And were you nervous, pretty nervous in the first game, in the debut?
Yeah. I couldn't even eat lunch. Like my hands were shaking. Yeah.
Well, you definitely weren't out of your depth, Killa, because I still think you played phenomenal and you played your role so well as you have been this whole entire preseason, but also the last 2 games as well. So it's been awesome to have you amongst us in our defensive line.
I love how you're just so calm and collective, Dal, and you don't take things too seriously, which is a really nice way to have an outlook on footy in general. What's your sort of pre-game routine? Do you sort of have anything in particular you like to do?
No, I don't really have one. Just loud music. Try not to think about the game or the oppo. Kind of just like to go into it kind of not blind, but kind of just play footy and
control what you can control as a player.
That.
Yeah.
What's your music of choice?
Oh, it's very rogue. I have like rap, and then it's a bit of sad music, a bit of everything. So
I love that. It's great.
Killa, I would love to know a little bit about your backstory growing up. What were you into? Were you always a little football player? Do you have any siblings that inspired you to play footy, or your family in general? How was it growing up in Adelaide?
I have an older brother, and when I was younger, I just wanted to do everything he did. Not so much anymore. We're very different now. But
What's the age difference, Dal?
3 years.
Yep.
He's 21, 2. I don't
Yeah.
know, but he's a bit older. So, and I was a tomboy. In primary school, I used to hang out with the boys. Used to play soccer with them at lunch. I was just into sport. And then when footy came about, I was like, awesome, this is great. So yeah.
How old were you when you started playing? Did you play Oz kick and stuff?
Yeah,
or?
I did Oz kick, and then I think under 12s was my first year, like actually playing football.
Was that with the boys?
No, with the girls. With the girls.
I was going to say, so is it the whole pathway?
Yeah. I've been with girls the whole way.
Oh, that's awesome.
And have you always been a defender?
I've actually played a bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
I started like in SANFL as a defender, and then moved to the wing. But then obviously come back to defence here. So yeah,
Love it.
Did you play much senior footy before coming here to the Cats?
Yeah, the SANFL I started when I was 15, so I've had 3 years of seniors.
That's a good exposure though.
Yeah.
What was your club, Dal?
West Adelaide.
West Adelaide, yeah.
No wonder you're so level-headed out on the track with us, because I remember from that first session that you trained with us, and I think you came out to the oh my goodness, it was out to the boundary side. Oh my goodness, couldn't find the words. To the boundary side, it was going over into space, and you went up against Bowie, and I'm pretty sure you knocked her over, went and got the footy and ran off with it. And let's just say, I know that Bowie wasn't loving that at the time, one of the the quickest players in our team, but your competitive edge that came out, you are very young, but you're not noticing it from a physical, a speed or a football knowledge standpoint so far. So you've just slotted in seamlessly, and I think obviously having some senior footy under your belt for 3 years, starting as a 15-year-old is massive for that. Did you?
No, you go. Keep it going, Dal. Love it.
You have moved from Adelaide, moved out of home. You're obviously the youngest in your family as well. How has that been? What's been the biggest challenges of moving out of home?
I've always kind of wanted to live by myself. I said to Mum, I want to move out when I'm 18.
Wow.
I'm very independent. I like cooking, cleaning.
Wow.
Just being by myself, it's great. And then once I got comfortable here, it was just, now it's, I love it.
And we've definitely seen you really getting more comfortable, probably in that social setting and environment. Is there any players, staff, anyone here at the club that's really supported you through that?
Definitely Nay. She was amazing. She'd check in with me all the time. She was talking to Mum without me even knowing. But no, it was great. But obviously Thorny, she's been massive. She kind of was in a similar position. She was a replacement player last year, so we were able to kind of connect on that. And also she's moved from Queensland, so having those two things in
Common.
That's the one. Thank you. And she's just been great. She's also a bit younger, so it's been great to have her as a friend.
That's beautiful.
That.
Yeah.
So gorge. And I don't know if you know this, Killa, but you're quite popular on the socials here at Geelong. Every bit of content we've pulled out, it's been really popping off. Oh, you must have a bit of a following back home, do you?
Maybe, I don't know.
She's a natural.
Or it's just your dad commenting all the time.
It's actually it gets the highest attraction from any of our posts, is what we've heard. Yeah.
Better start TikToking, girl.
I would love to. I just don't have that confidence.
No, it'll grow. It'll grow.
If you keep hanging around Thorny, it definitely will grow. He loves a TikTok.
Can I ask one more question, Killa?
Yeah.
You really have a special friend at home, Theodore, your little sausage dog.
Yep.
Do you miss him?
Oh my God, yes. Every day.
Yeah.
So much. I
Would
wanna
you
get
ever
him
get
here.
him to come?
I would. I think the living situation at the moment is not going to work because their shift work, and then if we have an away game, like where am I putting him?
Yeah.
But I would love to get him over here.
But you had a little walk with him in Adelaide?
Yes,
on the
that
weekend?
was great. He remembered me, so that was awesome.
Oh, beautiful.
I really miss him.
He couldn't forget you.
Yeah,
no way.
If he did, I'd be very angry.
Well, Killa, we like to play a game with our guests when they come on. So we've been rolling with different games each week. And this week we've got one, it's called Soundiculous. So the way that the game works is that we'll be in pairs, so Becky and Gunj, me and yourself, and there'll be a basket in the middle, pick it up, have a look at what it says on it. Now, whatever it says, we have to, kind of like charades, but you have to do it with a sound. So you can't say the word, say it's tap, like drip, maybe, whatever it is, you got to make it with your mouth and then guess. And I think we get a minute. So if you went first, you'd have a minute. I'd try guess as many of the sounds you're making,
gotcha. Yep.
and then we will all get a turn.
You also can't use your body as well
great point.
to give a hint. So purely sounds only.
All right, we're ready. Gunj and I are going to go first, so let's do it.
Okay.
Monkey.
Yes. Quick as. So
Quick, keep
good.
going. We got a minute.
We still go. Okay. Oh, gosh. Choo.
Bless you. I mean, sneeze.
Yes. Good. Mwah.
Kiss.
Yes.
Lion.
Yes.
Drum. Oh, heartbeat.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I
I hope we got enough in here.
Siren.
Yep.
Sneeze. Sniffles.
Yep.
We're going to run out of...
Zing. Zap.
Oh, zap. Mosquito killer.
No. Zap.
Electric. Lightning.
Zap. Zap.
Zip. I don't know.
You touch it. Zap.
Oh, zap. Electric fence.
Sort of. Zoom. Luke, I am your father.
Oh, what's Star Wars?
Zoom. Yeah, but zoom.
Time is
It was a lightsaber, but yes.
Oh, lightsaber.
Zoom.
Wait,
well
leave that out.
done, Gunji. What was the other one that you didn't get?
It was electric shock. Like,
Oh, yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, that's hard because you'd want to be like,
yeah.
but you can't like move your body.
Move my body.
All right, Killa, what do you want to do? Me go first. Okay. All right. I don't know if we're. Oh no, we've got quite a few in here.
If you need more, I can get this.
All right. Please fasten your seatbelts. Can I use words?
Yeah. Airplane.
Oh, can you not use words?
Sorry. I explained the game too.
Beatboxing.
Yep, not my best.
Zip.
Yes.
There was a bit of body there.
A cat.
Yes.
A dog. A child. A flute.
A flute. It was a trumpet. Oh,
my
goodness
God.
me. Airplane
Good
really
work,
got
crew.
me.
That shook you, didn't it?
It did.
Do you want to keep going or? All right.
Okay.
Just leave.
Well, to me, I didn't get as many as Gunj, so
Yeah.
not saying
I don't know
Beck
how
might
well
be
I'm
great.
Winning
Like,
so far.
All right, score check at the moment. I got 5.
What are we on, Beck?
Nearly got about 15.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, yes.
9. Let's go, Webby.
Okay.
All right. Rain.
Yes.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Oh, pig. Snort?
No,
Elephant.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Sorry. The snort. Ding a ding ding ding. Ding a
Guitar?
Yep.
Good girl.
Tiger.
Pass that one.
Whip. Smoke. Flame.
Pass. Bah,
Siren.
bah,
Horn. Oh,
bah.
sheep.
Yep.
Bang. Crash.
Boom. Crash. Car crash. Flame. Explosion.
Pass.
Pass.
We need to stop looking because you might use the extras.
Sound waves.
Oh, time's up.
Microwave. Damn, that was
Maybe
not
put a couple of
thunder.
those. Oh, okay. So how many did you get then, Webby?
We started good. 4.
You can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
You're
And we're on 5. So
8. 8 to
great maths. All right. Let's go, Killa.
Ding dong.
Doorbell.
Ding dong.
Chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
Yawn. That was great. That's okay.
Yay.
Horse. What? Electric something. It's an electric toothbrush, chair, car, door, electric. Drill. Yes. Choo choo. Train.
Oh no.
No, one more.
Oh.
Winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Is that what you were doing? You were skipping the.
Terrible. Wait.
Yeah,
Wave
that's
it,
what I was
wave,
trying to
yeah.
do to you before. Like,
Wait, so what did we
quite hard.
end up on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, we were 2 off.
We have doubled your
That was a-
score.
that was-
that
Plus
was
1, ladies.
great, girls. Well done.
Good job.
No. 6 plus 5. We were on 11.
sorry, 11.
I was like, it wasn't that big of a blowout, was it? We came back strong by Killa.
You did.
Oh,
Well done.
well done. That was great. Good job, Killa. Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on. You did say that this was your first and you were fantastic. The more you are, you just can't go wrong, girl. And we're loving to see that come more and more out, you know, amongst the group, out on the field. And I think that you are such a fan favourite, obviously, given the fact that the content just goes off when they see your face on the screen. But we're really excited for what's to come for you this year, Killa. So just keep killing it.
Thanks,
well done,
Killa.
Dal. Thanks
well
for
done.
coming on, babe. Bye.
Fast Twitch energy drink is from the makers of Gatorade, developed with over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes to help you physically start fast and focus the mind to get your workout ready. Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast.
Well, it was awesome to have Emma Kilpatrick on the show, and I know she said that she doesn't love talking heaps and being on a pod, but I thought she did awesome, so it was awesome to hear from her. We're going to actually get into our YTG MVQ, so our most valuable queen this week. We're going to roll
Love
off
it.
for our votes. We'll start off with our one vote from the weekend. G, did you want to kick us off with your one vote for the week?
Well, I will, and I will highlight the girl at the end of the table who just threw to me, Gunji, with your, you had an unreal, if we're talking about team lifting moments, that spoil that you laid and then on the ground managed to lay a smother as well. You just couldn't help get up and about it.
Thanks, G.
I love it.
Appreciate that. Becky?
My one was Bowie's double smother in the forward
Oh, yeah.
50. She was electric as always, and her pressure up forward's great. So 1 vote for you, Bowie, this week.
Awesome. I also had Bowie as my 1 vote for pretty much the exact same thing, the double smother. So great job, Bowie.
And I do have to say my 2 this week is exactly the same as Chi-Chi's. It's you, Gunji, up in the middle, taking that amazing spoil into smother. So well done, Dub.
Thanks.
And I'll roll off the back of that because then I had Bowie's in the 2, which was her double hand smother followed up by the single hand smother. So
Awesome.
you two are going neck and neck at the moment.
Going well today. Well, I'm going to throw it a bit different, and I'm going to go my 2 votes this week is our girl in the middle, Becky Webb. I thought your game was amazing. Your ability to generate our attack, in particular those first 3 quarters as we spoke about, was awesome. And there were times I remember being like, I am so cooked, I cannot get up in the attack here, but you just kept going, and I thought you were awesome. You're always really good with your composure with the ball too, and I really appreciate you on the weekend.
Thanks, darling.
Great. So we're rolling into our
3.
threes.
Yep.
Well, perfect. Off the back of good. Becky Webb, you had my 3, and yes, we've spoken about the way that you move the ball, that off the line attack. But this is team lifting moments, and so if I want to put some specificity around it, the kick that you hit in the middle from the boundary to Bella at the top of the 50, that execution is just spot on, exactly what we want, and you just laced her out. And one other moment, if I'm going specifics, is coming out of D50 and it might have been at the top of our D50 and hitting Croc on a hard spread and just perfectly to her advantage. So yes, it's one thing to look at it and take the kick, but to actually execute it with such class was a real team lifting moment, and we all jumped on the back of it.
Oh, thanks,
Awesome.
Gigi and Claudie. My 3 votes this week go to Croc. She has been a very consistent player for us across her time here at Geelong, but her ability to run all day, her gut running is something that is a massive highlight of Croc's ability. But I thought her composure as well, and to get into some really good spots, she took a really important mark for us in our A-mid, sort of in the bridge area, the 50-metre line, and rappelled back into our forward 50, and she was doing that all day on the weekend. So 3 votes for Crocky this week for me.
Awesome. And I'm going to take my 3 votes a little bit differently. I've put 3 votes for AMAC this week. I just really appreciated AMAC's voice this week amongst our connection through all 3 lines. I thought it was amazing, and she gave us some really good feedback in times when we needed feedback. But not only her voice, but her attack on the game, all game, I reckon was awesome inside. And I just thought she was really contested on the weekend. So 3 votes for Ames.
And you're doing the maths, Gunj. So
I am doing the maths frantically. So I'm going to break it into Queen of the Week this week, and then we'll go into our final leaderboard. Not our final leaderboard, our running leaderboard. So we'll start off with our Queen of the Week is actually our very own Becky.
Girls, we might need to revisit this because we can't be sitting at the top of our own MVQ ladder.
Well, you know what? We can. So well done, Beck, this week.
Becky.
You got the 5 points this week, which is awesome. Let me go into our current leaderboard now, though. So Bowie had a strong week this week again. So Bowie sitting on top with 8 votes. Coming into second off G's great week last week. G's on 6 votes. Coming into third, we've got some equal thirds here. So that's Becky and Croc both on 5 points.
Nice.
And then in our equal 4th spot, we've got Nina, myself, and AMAC actually on the 3 votes. So that's our current leaderboard at the moment.
I love seeing such a spread in there because obviously there's a couple more as well who have got 2 and 1 votes over the week, and that's kind of the purpose of why we wanted to do this is we want to spread it. We want to have that recognition across all the lines, and also for the moments that it may not be that you were, that literally the best player on the day in terms of the stat sheets and that, but it's what resonates with us and with our teammates. So it's actually so lovely to see such a great spread across the board.
Yeah, it's awesome.
100%. So good, ladies. It's great to see the leaderboard coming in after round 2, but as you know, we're brought to you by Gatorade Fast Twitch Energy Drink. We'll see you after this break.
Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. Start fast with 0 sugar, over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes. Are you ready to hit the Twitch? Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast.
And we are back. You're listening to Yeah the Girls, brought to you by Gatorade's Fast Twitch Energy Drink. We're going to roll into our preview ahead of this week's game against Sydney. Back at home, 3:05 p.m. And you know, for our Cats fans, if you need your footy fix, it's us. We are the footy fix.
We're super excited. It's also Indigenous round, which is great. We're wearing some really cool Guernseys. If you have been following along in the men's season, the boys also wore this season. And our one and only Lawson Humphreys and his sister created the Guernsey, which looks unreal.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's actually one of my favourite Guernseys, or like to wear, is the Indigenous Guernsey. So I'm super excited to put that on this weekend. Girls, Sydney, they're quite an exciting team, and we can't go wrong. They are. I give them all our respect because they are a very good team and a very good side. But you know, we're going to play our brand of footy this week and match it to them and hopefully get a win on the board, which we are looking for this season.
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of their football generates through the midfield for them, and they are quite exciting in there, but they've also got some really talented people up forward, especially Chloe Malloy coming back into their team after doing her ACL last year. I think she's kicked 11 already for the season, so 7 last week and then 4 in the opening round. So she's an electric player, but you know, we've got 3 defenders here. We had Killa on before. We've got some great personnel in the back line to help manage that, but I think our game is won and lost in the midfield this week. But you know, across the board, we're super excited. We're back at home. Playing in GMHBA is always the best. As Gigi said, 3:05 at GMHBA is always a lovely time for families, friends. The men have the weekend off, obviously. They're through to the qualifying final next week.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, as Gigi said, get down, come support us girls, and hopefully lead into a really exciting week for the men as well. So
yeah, absolutely. I just want to touch back on the Guernsey that you brought up there, Gunj and Becky, about we've got that for the next 2 weeks for the Indigenous rounds, and Lawson did come in and share with us, you know, if you haven't seen it, there would have been on the men's socials around the story, the Saltwater Stories, which is the artwork across that entire Guernsey and each, even across the hoops, he articulated each member of his family why they chose that particular artwork to represent a certain point in their life or a connection to them. And he just speaks so beautifully. So, you know, every year we get an understanding as to the messaging and the meaning behind it. And I feel particularly connected to it because of Lawson, how invested he is. You know, Meg spoke to how much interest he has in our program and us as individuals, as footy players. So, I definitely, after, you know, he walked out of the room, I thought, I feel particularly connected to this Guernsey now, and I'm really proud to represent him and his family as well as our football club.
100%. It does really make you feel like that one club mentality around it, and it just feels almost like a big hug when you're wearing those Guernseys that, you know, represent so much to others. But we're very excited.
We are super excited. And another one of our big supporters, our very own Tom Atkins, played his 150th on the weekend, which was awesome to see. He's had such an amazing footy journey and has worked so hard to be where he is now, and he's playing some unreal footy this year. Holds currently, we hope, can hold on to it, the tackle record. So, we're very excited for him as well. But, yeah, an awesome game by Tom on the weekend.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys, for the Girls. We're super excited this week to be back at home, 3:05, as I said earlier, against Sydney Swans. So get down and support us girls before we head into the men's finals next week and round 4 for us. Thanks, guys.